unbeaten as we get underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 30 base.
59. Silver. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Dukes. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, Ackerman caught here by Griffin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the...
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
To throw again. Ackerman. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down. Ackerman. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, check, 59.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's now exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Eason, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
On 1st down, Eason. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Check 3. Set.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Ricky.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check.
On third down, Dukes. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tighten down. There you go.
General West.
Bang.
Hey, Zoo. Five.
To throw on second down. Ackerman flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, watch it. Check now.
80 weapons.
Check. Lucky.
Snap.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Dukes. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue? Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Sam off. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one good for 24 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Dukes. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd down, Eason completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Eason. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Go, go!
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, this is Jackson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mecole Hardman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Pull it high. 54, block 54.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Dukes. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Blue draw Corker.
Right here.
Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. Attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up third down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's see what you got. 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Ackerman. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks. Left here on the clock.
Intended for number 80. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 23. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Eason into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Set. 70, Indy.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Snap.
On first down, Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Thomas to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Dukes, and an alley to run. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On second down, Dukes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Thomas now on first down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Thomas. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw. Thomas. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the Patriots. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready?
Mike, 49.
Watch twist. Go out. Twist.
Out.
Ready?
On first down, Dukes. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dukes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Dukes, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Down. 90 Wolf. Recon. 132 final.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Ackerman over the middle, complete. That's Griffin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Ackerman. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
15 line.
On 1st down, Ackerman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
On 1st down, Dukes. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
18 Gators, 22 Jet Bombers, 22 Jets.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dukes. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. On 15 more.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Dukes. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he finds his man Griffin. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. Ackerman. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo.
I got it. Check 26, check.
Blue draw, Corker.
Tighten up.
Throwing on first down. Ackerman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
44, Mike, 44. Look at me, zipper.
Football's a Mike.
Hey, wahoo! I want that. Dude.
Here we go on second and 12. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
A gain of 2.
Speed grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dukes. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England,